So one of the single greatest things you can learn in business, one of the greatest strategies you could ever learn, it's going to help you to make more money, it's going to help things to come faster for you, is to get out of this idea that you got to be stuck with one idea, one set direction. I don't care if it's a marketing strategy, I don't care if it's product development, I don't care whatever it might be in your business, and get into this idea of experimentation. I see so many people, and I personally have struggled with it, that you get stuck in a rut. You start with one single idea, and it's all you focus on, even when that idea, many of you, after months and years of trying to make it work, it still has not worked. But if you look back, so many times you haven't experimented and tried other ideas, all right? So many times, with me in particular, we beat our heads against the wall, and we'd be far better off to experiment with things very quickly, very rapidly, discover what works and what doesn't work, discard what doesn't work, and put our attention onto what does. And the only way this is possible is if you learn to get into a mentality of experimentation, which means you learn to make mistakes and you learn to accept them and just move on. All right, so failure, all it is something that didn't work, and you want to discard it, and you want to go about it in a different way. Maybe you have a product that doesn't sell, and you sit there and you try to make it sell, and you've tried a lot of different networks. You've tried your Facebook ads and YouTube, you tried offline advertising, online, and thing doesn't sell. And you stick with it. Maybe the product is actually the issue. Maybe if you developed a different product, maybe you have an info product, maybe if it was a different title on that info product. Maybe if that info product was created in a different industry. A prime example is fitness. A lot of you try to market to weight loss. Maybe you'd be far better off marketing to six-pack abs or something like that. Goes on and on and on. The faster you can experiment in your business, the faster the results are going to come. Now, I know what you're thinking. A lot of times you look on businesses, but you look at other videos on businesses, and a lot of times they say, well, just keep doing this and this, and eventually your success will come. What a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of people making these videos, they had an immediate success. They tried something and it worked. They started 5 years ago, they tried something and it worked right away. Doesn't mean you're going to see the same results, all right? They happen to hit what works on their first try, and you might take several tries, more tries. I mean, who was it that said? It was... who invented the light bulb, Thomas Edison, said, you know, all I found was over 1,000 ways that didn't work. It's no different in your business. One of the biggest things that I've learned in my business in particular is you have to experiment. I know when I first started out, I wanted to work so bad. I didn't know a lot about what I was doing, so I stuck with something for years on end, and it didn't work. It didn't work, and I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. All these people are telling me, you know, just keep going, but it's not working. And really, I could have worked at it as hard as I wanted to. I could have done a million different things that still wouldn't have worked. I tried something different, and then I started making money. The point is, if you're stuck in a rut, you have to experiment. Even if you're not, even if you're making money, your ass better be experimenting, or that money ain't going to be around very long, and people are going to catch up to you. You have to experiment. You have to try new ideas. The best business strategy is a strategy in which you're constantly experimenting and innovating. All right. So if you're just starting out in business and nothing's working, try something else. Try something else. Try something else. What I found, generally speaking, is if something is a viable option, you're going to see fairly quickly if it actually works. So you're going to get some feedback fairly quickly versus a lot of you who are taking years, months and years, and you still maybe you're making a website and it's still there's no traffic or something else. Try something else. Guys, it's the best business strategy you can possibly implement. It's going to make you way more money. It's going to make your life far easier. So if you like the video, like it below. Simply click like below. And all I do is get on video and I just talk and share business tips that have personally worked for me. And my goal is just to share them with you as well. Also leave a comment. I can answer any questions you have below. Until next time, have yourselves a great day.